Back at it again, man. That's what we do here again. 7:10 my time. I've been doing videos since 5 o'clock, so this is my third one actually. You got to let it render, then you work on other projects. Like I'm right now currently working on Monday Night Raw. I'm ahead of my schedule of what I'm actually uploaded. There's so much videos I have that I have to add commentary to that I'm so ahead of it. But it's good. It's a good problem to have. That means I just got to do more talking onto the mic and more speaking onto it. And I always choose during the dead of fucking summer where things are very hot. Yes, we have an AC, but it's only in one room because when we got the apartment, it was only in one room. And then like a couple months later, all the other apartments started getting renovated and they started giving them central air. It's all cool though. It's all cool. Eventually, we'll move into one of those situations once we get everything situated and figured out. But I'm gonna bring you here, guys, Ecuador and Curaçao. I had to say it like that. This one doesn't look like it's going to be Curaçao's match, but anything is possible, right? They're just happy to be here, happy to be in the World Cup. They scored a goal. Scores a goal. The fact that I think they said that you could fit in, I guess, two stadiums, or in two stadiums, the football stadiums, you can fit almost their whole population of it is freaking wild and crazy. I get it's a small island, but that's crazy for a small island like that to be able to put a football team together and get into it. Like that's really cool. That's why they're the underdog. They're a big underdog, huge underdog, and who doesn't love an underdog story? I love the underdog story. Just not in professional wrestling for some weird reason. No. Becky Lynch is my favorite all time wrestler. So yeah, she started as a huge underdog. Now she's the greatest of all time, and it's not just me saying it. See, I can tell you I have to put a wrestling reference into every single one of these videos. After all, I am a wrestling channel who's currently going through World Cup fever right now. Oh man. I make myself laugh. Knee slapper. Okay, I can't really actually slap my knee because there's a chance I might actually break it or hurt it because I'm almost approaching 35. My birthday is on Wednesday, and that's crazy. But I'm so excited to have another birthday. Hopefully I can make it there. You never know, right? The next couple days are wild. Anything could happen. Especially when you live in LA, baby. Great city. Love it. Love it. Curaçao setting up their lineup right there. I don't like the fact that these are their jerseys. I get it. You slapped it together, put it at the end. But I could have sworn Bosnia got an update on their shirt. I saw it because I've already recorded Bosnia's second game, and they had a different jersey than the one they had. Or maybe I was thinking of the Curaçao one. I guess I'll have to rewatch my videos just to see what it is. I just don't like to rewatch my videos with my voice. I don't know how you guys deal with my voice, but whoever watches these videos, thank you guys for doing that. You guys are an inspiration in Ecuador. Already trying to come in, man. Already trying to come in through the back freaking door. Hey. Already coming through it. And then right now, there comes Ecuador again. Ecuador just so many chances. Oh, poste puto metal. That was one of my favorite sayings in soccer. That's the difference between watching soccer in English and Spanish, or football in Spanish and English. The commentators are such a huge part of it for me. When I grew up, I watched. There it is. There's Ecuador's first goal right there. Goal. No, it's just a goal. It's a goal. Oh, it's a tough goal. I can't do that anymore. I tried playing with the soccer ball the other day. I almost fell face first. Don't ask. Don't ask. Essentially, the ball came. I tried to jump over it. When the ball goes there and you jump back to do a backwards pass, but you put your bottom of your foot to do this pass. Oh man, I could have gone so wrong. I got too cocky and too arrogant. Where if I missed it, I would have fell and landed on some steps. It's just that's life. That's life, how it works. But Ecuador with the goal right now, already putting it in right there. 1-0 Valencia, putting that in against Curaçao. And let's see if this gets ugly or if Curaçao will fight back. You're going to have to watch the video as it goes through. But I'm going to keep rambling about whatever I was rambling about. And there's a second goal already. I guess I'm not going to be allowed to ramble as Ecuador with the second goal, a second header. Well, this header right there by Plata. It's Plata or Plomo. And they got Plata, baby. There it is. Plata, man. Look at that. Boom. Damn. Poor goalkeeper. That was just a tough one to get. So I understand. I feel his pain. I'm not going to say I don't feel his pain. I feel his pain as a goalkeeper, as a former goalkeeper. I feel the pains of it all. But there's a third one. Oh, I thought there was a third one right there already, man. But Curaçao with their own goal. There it is. 2-1 as Curaçao is getting closer, creeping in closer. Maybe a comeback city, baby. Maybe a comeback city. I think that's the difference for me. In like I was talking about earlier about commentary between Spanish and English, and I think it goes to my effect as a commentator because I know English commentary when you watch soccer on it. It's very like like the American version is very quiet, calm, and then it gets like good for the goal, but not really that good compared to Spanish. Where if you listen to a Spanish game, it's nonstop. Like it is nonstop. There is like barely any pause. Like the only pause is like after the goal, the long goal, but even then it's a small pause. So I think that's why my commentary is the way it is because of a football because I grew up watching. I'm Mexican American. My parents were born in Mexico, so I grew up watching. Football from Mexico. So I watch. My favorite team is Chivas. Arriba las Chivas. Chingue su madre America. Simple as that. Great thing that they were teaching the Korean fans to say that because they need to know that because America is just straight garbage. I know they won. I know, but they're still ass for me. And Curaçao tying it up at 2-2, baby. Look at that comeback from the nation of Curaçao against Ecuador. Man, that's crazy. That's crazy, Curaçao with that comeback. But again, like I was saying, so yeah, I grew up watching that. So I'm a Chivas fan. I grew up watching them. I grew up watching Univision a lot for the games, the Mexican league games. So I watched a lot of it. So I think a lot of that commentary is when I watch soccer or I watch football. That's what I picture as top tier commentary because that's what I came from. And Ecuador on the dot, baby, on the dot. Plata, second goal already. 4 shots, 2 goals. Plata is on a mission today, and Ecuador takes it right there. Maybe they just took all 3 points. And took a point away, 2 points away from Curaçao, who were just happy with the tie, I think, at this point. They were like, hey, we can get 1 point. That's a start. And we can get a win. That's the next goal. But Ecuador not going to allow that. Ecuador looking for the 4th goal. No. Missed the header, man. Look at that. Oh, that would have been, you had to head it the other way. That was tough. That's very tough. But Ecuador trying to get that 4th goal here. Trying to put it down in mid. Oh, no, but a save. Save by Rafaela, and he's going to push it as fast as he can, but Ecuador steals the ball, and with stoppage time, I think we're about to get the game-ending. Oh, man. Well, that's going to be Ecuador stealing 3 points right here, stealing the points from Curaçao as they avoid the collapse of their team because they were winning 2-0. Then Curaçao came up 2 on them, but then they score the final goal thanks to Plata or Plomo. And Plata gets the win. And we'll come back to the next video. I'll talk more about my history watching soccer and football. I'll call it both just because, there's mixed fans everywhere, right? So we'll go with it. Ecuador with the win. I'll see y'all later. Deuces.